Alright, we are going live on YouTube here momentarily. And let's see if we can get this going. If you are coming in, welcome to the chat. As people come in, we're going to start a YouTube, we're going to start a haul here. These items are from an estate sale. Hey there. These are from an estate sale in Portland, well, in Beaverton, Oregon, and this is one of my first live videos. Some people are going to stream in here in a second. So if you want to learn about vintage Nike, how to find vintage Nike, I'm learning myself. So as I learn, I can show you guys as well. I'm going to show some references, and I have a whole pile of pieces down here below. And I'm going to highlight each one of those pieces and kind of show you how I found them, and what yo-yo how they relate in the market. We may even look up some comps. I am battling with a little bit of stream health here, so hopefully, let's see what we got going on here. We got 5 watching, awesome. So we're gonna start. Let's just start and let's go. Bam! If everybody can see me now, I'm going to just start. I'm going to jump back to the chat in a second. I'm going to go through some of these items, and I'm going to discuss how I came to find them, and the process of doing it, identifying some of these vintage Nike items, and possibly where their value lies, both for collectors and for people just in the market. So before I do all that, I think I need to drive this dashboard out so that we can minimize this and be able to check the chat. This is one of my first real broadcasts, so please bear with me. I'm going to show you guys some really interesting things. If you see something that looks weird, if I look strange, or if the items look strange, let me know. This is the item you're looking at. It's a relatively common item. It's from the Seoul 1988 Olympics. It's one of the first items I found in this house. I found this through an online search, and the crazy part about this whole sale is I saw some of the most amazing rare items in the pictures. I arrived. I was 20th on the list. I got there too late. They let 19 people in. I had to wait for around 15 minutes for the first people to kind of jump in and search around, and then I got to go in after. And I scoped the place out, got somebody to help me, and then we went in and slayed it. So this is the first item. This is a more common item. It's a fan from the '88 Seoul Olympics. You will not find another one that says Nike Air on it like that. It's really a beautiful piece, and I believe I put the value at somewhere around $125 to $175. We're just gonna scroll through. I've got all of the pieces here. I prepared them for you guys so you can kind of see. This is as far as I understand, a rarer piece. It's got the I'm gonna try to stop saying It's got the tag that looks like it's pre-1983. They have this embossing here. Here's the piece. It's a running shirt. A lot of these were highly used. This is a Club Nike piece. It's in exceptional condition. A lot of the running gear that was from Oregon for this particular sale was all messed up. They had used it as rags, and I found a giant lot of these things that that were just completely abused in a way that was really, really, really troubling. Get back here. You have to bear with me just for a second. Like I said, I'm new at this. So you can see that's the Nike piece from the early 80s or late 70s. I've never found another piece of that capacity. I'm going to try to get back to the chat here in a second. I'm new at this, so let's just go through. This is a label I've never seen before. This may have been just issued to employees. This gentleman was obviously an employee of Nike, and you'll see that some of the other pieces. This is an immaculate condition of running. Collectors, it seems like they want T-shirts and items that have to do with running. So that was really an amazing piece. I'm really trying to get back to the chat for you guys, but I'll just avoid that for the time being. So that these are some images that we set up. Running shorts from the 70s. I'm going to get into the crazier pieces here in a second. The shoes. The shoes are really interesting. The black and white Nike. Bam. These are amazing. They have a little little coin purse on the back. I've never seen another pair like this, and I've seen a lot of pieces. So you can kind of see there. I'm going to try to pull up. Oh my gosh, how did I lose the chat? How did I lose the chat? I lost the chat, but we'll get it back here in a second. More important are the pieces. So these are absolutely incredible. Make sure I'm, oh gosh, absolutely incredible. This is new old stock Nike. Now these are made in Hong Kong, but they have the, if you look at the Nike here, you'll see in the bottom right or left hand corner, I don't know if it's reversed. This is from this is 1984, 1987. Try to preserve the quality of these. I have two, pretty amazing. They're a medium size. Got the logo there. So those are pretty sweet. I've never seen anything like those before. Like a lot of these items, I'm not saying they're extremely valuable, but they are very, very cool. That's another look at the Nike employee shirts. I'm just gonna pull another one of these up again, just because it's so crazy cool, right? Awesome, awesome. The next item is a janky black T-shirt. It's still Nike. It's still made in the United States. It's still janky, but you know, we'll work with it. We will work with it. I'm not gonna drag this on too much. I love these. They're incredible, incredible pants. You've got the let's find it. Oh, you got the 70s Nike logo. These are unwashed, unused. Look at that tag. It's just, you just want to kiss it. If you're commenting on the chat, hopefully you're commenting with each other. If you're still there, I have no idea. They're zipped down. And they look like they went with this other this other piece. I love this kind of oak leaf button. They're they're a breakaway style, and this just beautiful orange color. Small, medium size, but really, really amazing. And I don't even know how to estimate the value of some of this stuff because it's so I've never seen it, you know? I've never seen it. I just had to kind of go in and figure it out. So stuff came later as well. There were some later items. This says finisher of the Portland Marathon. If you're in Portland, you'll appreciate this shirt. Large size, but it's huge. Oh, my sister's trying to watch me here, so I'm gonna try to communicate with her. Let me try to get her live here. It's got all the crazy places in Portland on the shirt. It's huge. I'm a large, and this thing is like my bed sheets, you know? So it's gigantic. I don't know. I don't know if it was a prototype and it just says large. It was made in the USA, and I don't. If we go back to our Nike reference, what would you guys say on the Nike reference? Let's take a look again. Let's go back. Boom. We got the red and the black. The red and the black. You know, it's iffy. It's 1999 on the shirt, but it could have been made before that. I have no idea. So maybe they can add to this. It is later. Let's keep going forward. I'm a little nervous here, so bear with me. I can't see the chat either, which is kind of driving me a little bit cuckoo ball. There's another image of the shirt. Another image of the shirt. Just hold on. I'm getting through the boring stuff first, and then we'll check out some more interesting stuff, I think. Now, that's a label that's interesting. These are made in the USA. They're Lycra. Woo! Lycra. This crazy blue Lycra. And there we go. I'm going to scroll forward and see if I can find my chat here. It's not working. It's not working. Oh, God. Okay, I'm just going to keep going. Alright, so Global Summit. Maximize my screen. Okay. The maximize my screen. Okay. Give me a second here. Just give me 1 second. Maximize my screen. Oh, you want to... Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. I see. Maximize... Do you guys want me to My sister's talking to me now. Should I maximize my talking screen or maximize the actual... this screen? I wish I could tell a little bit better. So I'm going to try to make it... better here. Live chatters say maximize your screen, she says. There's not a lot I can do right now because I have totally lost the chat for some reason. And I am sorry about that. Give me, oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna stay here. Alright. Hey guys. Okay. Let's hang out in the chat for a second and okay. Matt. Okay. I'm totally trying to make it happen for you guys. I'm so new at this and I'm totally nervous, and hopefully you can see me. And okay, cool. Let's keep going. I'm gonna let it catch up. This was the NYC Global Running Summit shirt. It's got this black and white label, which I've never seen. I've come across a lot of Nike stuff, and I've never seen this particular logo, so, or this particular tag. So I just thought it was a great piece. Um, is everything going okay? Are you guys comfortable in the chat? Is everybody um, cool? Say okay, and I'll go back to being in the darkness here for a moment. The point of this whole thing is to connect with the people in the chat, but I apparently am not so good at that. So we will keep going with this kind of insane Nike haul. I can't even see. Yeah, cool, perfect. Kayla, thanks for coming. I appreciate you being here. I'm gonna go to the next piece, and this is a tag that I've kind of searched around for, and I haven't seen. This piece appears to be unwashed. It's a size 36. They're like tennis shorts, or like I guess you could skateboard in them or something. Let's go back and let's look at some closer images of. Let's look at some better images of the stuff. Okay, okay. I'm sweating less now that everybody's comfortable. Now if I can just get back to the if I can just get back to the other. There we go. There, look, it's there. Okay, go away. All right. Woohoo! Here we go. Okay, now I'm feeling better. So look at these. They have this crazy checkered 36 size. These are made in Taiwan, but you know, being unwashed and in this condition, look how silvery slick that tag is. They're stretchy and pretty, and they're white, and nobody pooped on them, so no poop stains is always a good thing. Always a good thing, no poop stains. Woohoo! Okay. Great embroidery, just incredible condition. Lovely. These aren't in such great condition, but they have a tag, an identifiable tag. These are made in Thailand, and this is like, you know, I see a lot of stuff in the late 90s and early 2000s that's Thailand. It looks like there was a rush of lots of different products that were made in Thailand, and I find that the quality of the products that are made in Thailand. Is my face not on the screen? Let me see. Let me look back here. Okay. Ay, caramba. Okay. So, we're good? We're good. We're good. Okay. So this tag here, it's an 80s tag, I believe, or 90s tag here. So we've got like this one is they only made this tag until 1994, so it's still a relatively early piece. It's made in Thailand, so it's probably later in the region. We can make this a little bit bigger. Okay, let's make that a little bit bigger. It's probably later in the region, but it's a cool swimsuit. It's a nice size. It's a great colorway. That's a little bit of the inside. That's the embroidery, which I like. Weird pockets. I always like weird pockets. This piece is insane. For me, it's just gotta be hyper rare. I'm trying to UNC football camp. This thing is in mint condition. Let's look at the tag. It's a medium 3440. It's made in the United States. Hopefully you can see that. I'll get better at this, and I find great hauls all the time, so bear with me. Take a look. I'm going to have to kind of peek back. And the dual screen setup is what I really need. And yeah, this is very difficult to do without dual screens, so I'm going to try to do dual screens very shortly. UNC Nike football camp. If you guys want to go back and kind of verify the tag, you can see like this is pre 1983, and I would I would put it somewhere in the 80s. It has a great colorway. There's a little bit of schmutz on there, but Nike T-shirts in this region, in this of that age, are almost impossible to find as far as I can tell. So a really sad story is the rarest and most interesting T-shirts that were in the lot. Yeah, those got used as rags. They were like Steve Prefontaine and like some of the old runners that were just like on fire. They got used as rags, either for the estate sale or just by the guy. And even if they were like in pieces, they would be worth something. But I picked one up and it just like crumbled in front of me, and I just thought to myself, "Oh my gosh, what's happening right now?" Anyway, so we still found some amazing things. That's good. That's good. So I think this guy was like in a lot of. He was old school Nike, and he had some really awesome stuff. I mean, I tried to pick out all of the amazing Nike finds that were in the house. I even went to scope the house out a little bit early. This is an awesome V-neck. V-necks are in right now, certainly. V-necks tennis sweater, Nike Fitness. Look at the tag. Now, this one doesn't have an origin tag at all, but based on the other origin tags that are in here, you can see the gold lettering here. The gold size lettering and the silver Nike on the blue background is right there, 1984 through 1987. So they didn't use it for a long period of time, so easily identifiable. If you find this label, it has gold on it. It's not fake. It is from between 1984 and 1987, and I'm using this guide as kind of religion. I mean, this comes from a Japanese guidebook, and they are very, very concise. They're like people from Korea and Japan are some of the biggest collectors of Nike. So let's see if we can get back. I'm so bad at this. Okay. Chat, are we chat worthy? Okay. You're dead. Bam, 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 bam. Let's just close some of these. Maybe we'll get bam, bam, bam. Oh ho ho! This is one of my favorite pieces of the whole lot, just because it's weird. It's so weird. I can even try it on for you if you'd like. Oh, maybe I shouldn't. Oh, I'm going to. Let's just do it. I'm just gonna do it. So this is it's a little running set. It's so sweet, made in the United States. I talked to Lindy Darrell, he's affiliated with Nike in some fashions. He's one of the biggest collectors, and when he saw this stuff, he asked me to call him, and I did. He's a really nice guy. I didn't talk to him for too long. But he was telling me that a lot of the stuff, especially the footwear that was made in the United States, was made in Exeter, New Hampshire. And I believe that this was made in Exeter, New Hampshire, and these are original. You can see how long they are. They're super long. They have this incredible embroidery. They smell clean. They are clean. They're unused. I don't think this guy was really a runner, but maybe I'm wrong. So I'm going to take that off because it's too cool. But at least I got to wear it. So I love the colorway. And excellent piece. we are going to keep going. If I can find my... There we go. I'm just going to do this in a really awkward way. Where did she go? Where did she go? That's not right. Where did my... Oh god. It's like I don't even know how to use a computer right now. Whew! Okay. Let's just keep going. Let's see where we are. This is one of my favorite pieces. We're just gonna keep going. I don't know how I lost the oh, there we go. Okay, cool. I don't know how I lost that. Oh, first. This is part of a Nike sample piece that I posted a little bit about Instagram. This is it's a made in the USA. It's really, really fresh. The tag, the sample tag, is written in pencil, so you know it's never been washed. This is a sample from Nike, hand sewn. The colorway is really interesting. This is off blue with this spandex. So this came later. What did we say in our reference, which was supposed to be here? So pre 1994. It looks like the R. You see the R is slightly deformed in the first one and this one. So I'd say strongly in the 1990 region on that guy. Couple of my favorite pieces are coming up. Let's go back. That's not it. That's not it either. How do I... I'm so lost. How did I get back there? Alright, well I'll just continue anyway. Terrible. It was definitely in your hood, Nicole State. Very close to you. Kind of hidden. Now, if I could find out how to get back to the page I was on before. But I guess I'm past it at this point. I'm going to show you one of my favorite pieces from the whole lot here. I need some help. If anybody can tell me how I get back to the page that has all... There! That's all I have to do. Okay. Oh, God. This is so hard. Oh, I just closed that. Okay. So I'm going to go along with where I was going before. This piece is a Nike bag. It's got the killer top and genuine Nike trademark. This is a sample. It's got some rust on it because of its age. I think this is a really early... There was a sample tag on it, but it got ripped off. It was my own. I was kind of in a hurry. There's these Opti zippers on it, which I'm unaware of, but it is unused. It just, the age, this is some kind of galvanized steel. The age has kind of rusted it there. The galvanization has kind of come off. So that's what happened there. So it's a great bag, great canvas bag. There's a Goodwill sticker on it, but it's not from Goodwill, just my garbage. So throw that back down, and we will keep on going. Yeah, the first videos are hard. Thanks for understanding, Kayla. Thank you. What did I do before? I just did it. Oh, there we go. Alright, so we'll close that. Ooh! This is so awesome! I know it just looks like a Just Do It. It just looks like a regular mug. But this one's really, really special, I think, because I think that this is a sample that was sent to the company. They wouldn't... If you see here, there's a chip but that chip is covered over, you see, by the enamel from the factory. So, they wouldn't send out a production mug that was like that. So they probably took like mugs that were chipped or unusable, and it doesn't say where it was made. But this, for me, this is an original sample from the company. Dude probably had coffee, and I probably should too. Definitely one of the coolest, coolest pieces out of that. They changed to this logo in like 19. They started using this logo in 1995-ish, I think, based on prior research. So I don't want to touch these shoes. These shoes are extremely fragile, and am I moving too fast? The shoes are extremely fragile, so I just want to talk about what I did to get these in the original box because it's kind of a funny story. Um, so let's look at the shoes. If you really want to see the shoes, I'll break them out. But you can see if you look on the sides of these, you'll notice that there's some wear that just happened from me touching them. They're not extremely fragile, but I mean, you couldn't wear them. These are Air CRTR3s. I cannot find any reference anywhere to this Desert Acorn colorway. You can see that they're made in Korea. And I think a lot of the early Nike shoes were made in Korea. They're a size 9. These are dead stock. They have the tissue inside of them. They're unlaced. Amazing, amazing shoes. Look at these. So I found the box. Either the estate sale company or somebody else put Christmas ornaments in the box. I found the shoes just like thrown under something. And then I searched around the whole house for the box, found the box, and it was one of the few, excuse me, one of the few Nike boxes we found in the house. And for them to go with this is pretty amazing. I don't know the approximate value of these, but I would imagine it's high. On the inside, it doesn't look like I have a picture of the inside here, but on the inside there is the sample number and that sticker. These are not Air Uptempos. They are Air Cross Trainer 4 lows. So I think you start in 85, so these are 89. They're either 88 or 89. That's the sticker from the factory. You can see in the background I have the Air Uptempo. I just put them in the only box I could find. I didn't want them to get damaged, and I'm going to show you what happens. These are Air Cross Trainers, unlaced. I think they're pretty hard to come across. I don't think you're going to find these every day. The reason is, you can see, if we go back to that picture, you can see the wear. That's just from touching the box. It's just wearing off. Oxidation. The rubber is still great, but the foam breaks apart over time for some reason, and it may be because, don't break them. I think that those shoes could fetch 500 at auction, but I'm not sure. I have to do a lot more research, and I was kind of hoping to reach out and see what everybody else, some of the other resellers thought about. How did I get them into the box? Oh, I put them in the box. I found the box, put them in the box. Some of the wear was there already, but when I got home, there was even more wear and there was some cracking. So I've put some of the other shoes into plastic bags so that they don't break down any further. I can just imagine how quickly these would break down under normal conditions. Maybe the quality of the plastic was different because they weren't made to wear. I don't think they were made to display. They were made to show the staff. They were made to show the style. They were made to for a whole different reason. But they should be able to be worn, right? Let's keep going. Bam. So I just, these are one of my favorites. They're not the best looking shoes, but I think that they're exceptionally rare and interesting. These are 1995 dead stock Air. I think these are Air Windrunners. You can see they're samples. You can see the glue on them there. The style number. Let's see if I have the style number here. Oh, you can't see those yet. I love the colorway. It's great. They're not in the original box. I couldn't find it. I looked around forever, unfortunately. But I still think this is a $100 plus item. Completely, complete dead stock. They are laced, but they were never used. They're in great condition. So, in the 80s, Nike decided that they were going to get out of running and get into other things. Air Jordans dropped in 1985, and other things followed. Basketball, it looks like, was their first real foray into other markets. These are Nike Air Fats, and from what I understand, there's a pair in the Nike Museum. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Somebody fact check me on that. These are unlaced. They're cycling shoes. FATZ Air Fats. You can see there's no style code on these, which is really rare. Even samples that I've seen of all sorts have style codes. These do not. There's a faux snakeskin, purple snakeskin on the side, and that the colorway is, for me, is exceptional. I saw purple. I want to see purple shoes. So let's go back. I'm trying to check on the chat and see what's going on, but maybe I should just keep going. There's these strappy. These are cycling shoes. You probably could never use them for cycling. They're very, very fragile. Just a touch on the side will take parts of the plastic off due to age. These are 1989, and just really, really cool. So I don't know if you can see it there, the Air Fats. See if I can go and see. It's like, go over here. Alright, let's go back and keep going. Second favorite piece of this entire lot. This, things like this are the reason I resell. It's got the gold tag, the silver tag, blue, with the gold lettering. Somebody's messaging me. I can't see what's going on with these messages. Great piece made in the US of A. Have you ever seen this tag? Look at this. It's hard for me to see what's going on without dual screens, but it's got this amazing embroidered rainbow tag. Amazing pockets. It's got a zip side pocket that has 2 compartments, right? And then that compartment zips. Boom. And this is worn. It appears to be washed or worn. There is some wear on the zippers, but I'm just gonna put this on. I'm just gonna put this on right now. I'm just gonna do it because why not? Boom. I'm gonna start doing like probably some kind of Saturday night hauls. I just seem to be falling into some crazy situations. Look at that. Amazing. It's got the Michael Jackson collar straight out of 1985. I love it. I'm not talking about relative values of this stuff right now because I'm just excited about sharing it with you guys. And not everything is about every dollar you can make. I always talk about money and things like that because it's important to my life and I want to invite it in. But at the same time, I love what I do, and it's hard to do this business most likely if you don't love what you do. And, diversifying from mostly Amazon to mostly eBay has been pretty awesome. I want to thank Nicole State. Her shout out to me well, not to me personally, but on Instagram is how I found out about the eBay Open, and just it drove me to a confidence level that I've never had before. Here's a little bit close up of the Nike sign. Really awesome. Boom, bang, bam, boom, bibble, Peggy, K's tips and tricks. Oh, I was trying to find out how to look at stuff on. I was trying to get a message from Thrift Shop Hustler. One last item that I found in this lot. I'm gonna finish up with this item. It's not the coolest. I don't have it in my possession right now. Funnily, I left it with the lister by accident. I have it listed for 10,000. I already got an offer on it that was uh, high, but not high enough. This thing is awesome. I can't show it to you. I can't wear it right now, but I can later. It says Code Buster, so maybe this guy was one of the coders at Nike. Peep that. Incredible. Code Buster. So on the inside, and it's not, I can put it on Instagram later. This jacket's made in the United States. It's leather and wool. It's got the paisley interior. I don't know when this was made. It looks like straight up 1994 when I was like in middle school. I have it for 10,000 because I didn't want anybody to buy it before I showed it to everybody. I don't think it's worth 10,000. If it was, I'd be getting a new house. I just put it for that price just because I thought it was funny. So, you think it's worth 10,000? All right, so I'm gonna come back to the chat, and if anybody's still here, it looks like there's still some people watching. If you have questions about how I acquired this haul, if you want to know how I acquired this haul, I know the YouTube video probably isn't perfect. I'm working on a lot of things. I really, really, really appreciate everybody coming in and watching. And Portland specifically is a great place to find amazing vintage items. Well, you can't know everything, Nicole. But there's a lot you can know. I certainly know that I can learn a lot from you, and about like running a business and growing a business. I currently have 2,000 items in my inventory, and I'm trying to maintain that, and I'm trying to grow the quality of the items that I have. I'm also trying to reach out to a greater audience, and all of that comes with a little bit of self-sacrifice in the way of comfort. Like this whole thing is, the unknown is always uncomfortable. Seattle was like, so I took a trip up to get my passport, Kayla. I took a trip up from Portland to Seattle to get my passport at the passport office, and I thrifted all the way. I thrifted in Olympia. I thrifted in whatever other podunk towns are on the way, and Seattle was amazing. The downtown Seattle Goodwill was insane. I didn't have a ton of time to thrift, but I paid for my trip to Seattle to get my passport just through thrifting at Goodwills from Portland to Seattle. And I mean, I made a lot more than that. I paid for it plus. So it was like I didn't sacrifice anything by going up there. I love Seattle. I'd like to come up again, bring my family, my wife Lau, and my daughter Lenny. This was a small one by the Space Needle. I went to a small. Let me see if I can get rid of this so it doesn't look so dumb. I'll stop screen sharing here. See, that's pro. Look, I'm gonna stop screen sharing. Is that pro? 2008 is coming. I think 2018 is coming. Yeah, Seattle's great. My daughter is 3.5. She'll be 4 in January. She's great, so that she's healthy and smart and beautiful and wonderful, and so is my wife. She follows after my wife, who is smart, beautiful, and wonderful, and allows me to had the faith in me to start this business and didn't, kick me out. So probably make a big mess and all that kind of thing. But anyway, I am going to cut out while I'm ahead, I think. So it was great to talk to all of you. It was great to show you this amazing haul. Each week, Saturday nights after the Thrift Shop Hustlers show, I'm going to do a live show every week after his show, and I'm going to show the hauls that came from the estate sales, probably Friday, Saturday, and I'll add some more context, and we'll do some more. We'll do some more looking at comps and understanding what to buy, and I'll kind of dig a little bit more into the brain of the mighty mushroom. Anyway, thanks everybody. I appreciate it, and I will see you soon. I am gonna close this thing. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.